Yo, what is up there, guys? The Wiz back at it again with another video talking about none other than Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales. Man, whoo, am I excited! But boy, did that trailer bring about a lot of questions. The big one that is probably driving everyone crazy is Peter Parker. Where or what happened to him? Many people are jumping with the he's dead theory, which isn't too far of a stretch since Peter's death plays a big part of the Miles Morales story. And the way it was shown off in the trailer, Miles struggling with Peter's words being, "Now it's your turn, go be a hero," kind of gives off a passing to the torch type of moment. But seeing as how much Insomniac put on Peter Parker's plate with his new established relationship with MJ, Norman Osborn, and Venom, we can't just throw all that out the window unless it was done off screen. But come on, they wouldn't do that. You can't build all that hype and not let us go through that adventure. So if Peter is not dead, where the heck is he at this time? Well, I got a couple ideas, but here's the big one. Now let me introduce you to the Spider-Man get-in. Now I should say possible spoiler warnings if this is correct, which I'm pretty convinced it probably is, but don't worry, I won't be spoiling too much about the plot as to what actually happens. I'm only going to be talking about where Peter is. So without further ado, here we go. To make a long story ridiculously short, the Superior Spider-Man goes to the Insomniac Spider-Man world to recruit him in saving the day. This takes place after the events of the first PS4 Spider-Man game. In the comics, after Spidey and Superior Spidey stop the menace Tarantula, they both are given a moment to talk, sharing stories and talking about how Insomniac's Otto Octavius went nuts. After all is said and done, Insomniac Spider-Man decides to join the Superior Spider-Man and leaves Miles Morales in charge. And from Miles' dialogue, it sounds like his training is pretty much complete, or at least at the level we saw in the trailer. I mean, there was basically that little tease at the end of the first PS4 Spider-Man game with Miles Morales training with Spider-Man. I was kind of hoping we would actually, like, you know, train along with Miles, but hey, who doesn't want to fully develop Miles Morales? But at the same time, it still seems as though he's growing, because we did see those quotes in the trailer saying, "Be yourself," like, you know, don't try to do it my way, be it your way, some Into the Spider-Verse quotes, if you will. So that message being heard in the trailer could be Peter's last words to Miles before he actually heads out with the Superior Spider-Man. Now in the comic book, it also reveals what MJ is up to, but I won't spoil it in case you guys want to read it for yourself. But Spidey following the route of the comic could maybe lead Insomniac to doing their own Spider-Verse later down the line, which wouldn't be a bad idea, as I'm sure they're going to want to continue this franchise for as long as they possibly can, and it would be a great way to introduce other characters later, like Spider-Gwen or Spider-Man 2099. We all know how well Into the Spider-Verse did, so I'd imagine they want to follow that route later down the line. But hey, if he's not in another dimension with the Superior Spider-Man, there are other possibilities, like, hey, maybe Madam Web actually recruits Spider-Man. She deals with a lot of the whole Spider-Verse type of world, so maybe that's a possibility. Or something else, maybe Spider-Man and Miles are fighting this villain who has this dimensional time travel thingy or whatever, and it ends up blowing up, and Peter decides to do the sacrifice play, pushing Miles out of the way, so Peter gets trapped in like a different dimension or something like that, and Miles, as we see in the trailer, is struggling to kind of, you know, save Peter, which could explain all the electricity destroying his suit. Maybe Peter got beat up so bad that he's basically crippled, maybe even unconscious, and he can't pull the job off. But then again, we've all seen Spidey get back up. Well, except for that one time. Or maybe he's on vacation. Your boy could use a break from everything that happened to him in the last game, but looking at how much Miles has grown, that would be a pretty long vacation, so I kinda doubt it. Another possibility is maybe he was recruited by Silver Sable. There was that whole situation she was dealing with about war where she resides, so I'm not putting my chips on that too much, but it's a possibility. And last but not least, boy, this would be great. Maybe Spider-Man is chilling with the Avengers. That would be awesome to have that crossover. Heck, the Avengers Tower and Doctor Strange house were both in the game, so it's a possibility. Maybe that would be the best case scenario. However, guys, that is basically it for this video. I'm pretty confident that Peter Parker is still alive, and don't get me twisted, I like Miles, and I'm glad that he's getting his time to shine, but there's no reason to kill Peter, at least not yet. His character is just getting started with lots to look forward to. I mean, I've really grown to like this Peter Parker. I'd hate to see him die just because we gotta get Miles in charge. Nah, you know, teamwork makes the dream work. So guys, what I want to know in the comments section below is, hey, what are your thoughts? Do you think Peter Parker is dead? And if he is, where do you think he is? So, you know, guys, leave all your comments in the comment section below. And if you like the video, make sure to give it a big, massive thumbs up, as it helps me the channel out quite immensely. If you aren't already, you can follow me on my Twitter, same thing as my YouTube channel, which is Ed the Wiz. I got a Discord link in the description below if you want to start a conversation. And I'm also on Instagram, which is madswag12345, where I post all the good stuff. So until next time, guys, I will catch you later. So peace.